I don't need to use the following. I don't need to use this. The music will carry itself. And we did like 1 billion streams.
Let them know.
If I'm saying to myself that I'm talented and I'm good,
Right,
your words can't do anything to me.
Was it easier to get the record deal though?
You get the exposure, but you best be sick.
Yeah.
It's a stamp that you automatically get from going on a show like that is that you're thick.
How did the French Montana collab come about?
That was the one that put me over the edge. That was 8 months, newsbreaker. I've left my record label now.
Let them know.
Have you? This is the +44 podcast. I'm Zeze Millz.
Yeah, what's that about?
What's that all
I'm
about?
Sideman. Music
Culture.
UK. This is +44
From Wondery.
Wondery.
Hello, YouTube. You are watching the +44 podcast highlights. If you want to listen to the full podcast, then go get it wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm liking your look, Wes.
My look?
It's very like, this is like, I just couldn't be bothered.
It's
But
what?
No, wait.
you sending shots already? It's been 2 seconds.
Let me.
The shot's not at you. Don't worry.
No, wait.
The shot's going to come around to its intended target soon enough.
In life, this is my favourite look on men and women. It's kind of like, I didn't try, but because I'm so stylish, it still looks good. You know what? Throw the Travises on, throw the Rollie on. Do you know what I mean? Nice little chain. It's just kind of like understated wealth. You, however, are giving some sort of camouflage.
Have you ever watched that film? Is it called Wanted? Angelina Jolie.
Oh, yeah.
When they shoot, the bullet turns and twists. Yeah. She shot your direction, but the bullet twisted in the barrel and then it ended up.
It's a skill.
All right, yeah.
It's intended
No, I do. I
target.
like it. It's a nice.
Thank you. You look
It's a chilled
like
look.
a cow. Cool.
No, you
Anyway,
look camouflaged.
this episode, I didn't want you to see me, so you could leave my fashion sense alone.
Them bullets are heat seeking, bro.
Wes, you were on Love Island. You probably hate at this point to be synonymous.
Honestly,
with
I don't, you know.
Do you not?
No, it doesn't bother. I was 19, 20 years old, like
How do you know?
25, just turned.
And he's just like, oh, that was when I was a
It
kid.
was great fun. Like they asked me to go on there. I was like, why not?
Did you see how he slipped that they asked him?
Yeah.
You have to listen to people when they
Yeah,
talk.
no.
Did you
I tried to. You think I submitted my thing?
I tried to do that subtly. Just
Subtitles and that. What do you think, man? What do you think this is, cuz? I hear that you weren't really feeling the brand deal thing and couldn't keep up with the posting at one point with especially like, well, we won't name the brand.
names,
Yeah, but
we know the brand.
you gave them their money back to allow the posting.
Yeah, so like the
We don't give money back.
the bits that should have
Should have
been
been.
paid.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
So it's
Gave it
like
back.
it was either that or I paid them back. I can't remember. I think it might have been
So
paid.
much
No, in
money.
fact,
That was so many bags ago. I don't know if
why do you like this? Don't do this.
yeah,
Don't do
leave
this.
him
I'm coming with my
alone.
humble drip today. I'm trying to, no chains, no nothing. Let me just be
What?
humble. But yeah, it just gives me mad anxiety. And I know it sounds silly, but
Oh, no,
I
we
just feel like
understand.
I was living it was sort of like a fake life. I just never understood the whole influencer thing, like crossing the road and pretend you're crossing the road in a tracksuit. Like that's just not.
So
do
when
know
you
what I
went
mean?
on
Like,
to
it's just
Love
never been me.
Island, did you genuinely go on Love Island for love?
For me, like, yeah, I just didn't go on with any expectations. I was just
Well,
like,
no,
it's good crack if I like someone. I like them, and then ended up liking someone, but just didn't work out.
Didn't work out.
Like a lot of 20-year-old relationships do not.
And now you're doing better than her?
Don't do this.
I mean, she makes a lot of
Don't
money
make
on
me agree with
OnlyFans,
this,
you know.
Still.
Oh my God, she
Oh no,
cleans
she's
up.
making
She
bank.
cleans
She's
up on
she's
OnlyFans.
making bank.
In my head, the OnlyFans bubble, it starts and everybody
No.
goes onto
No,
it.
I think she's
because-
maintained that.
No, she's got.
she's doing what's necessary to maintain it.
No, no, because it's
What?
basically like Instagram. It's a basically.
Yeah, the
it's-
more you post,
it doesn't die down if you keep up the content.
That's
you know
what I'm
I mean?
saying.
And it's subscribed. And half the time, do you know what? I've subscribed to a few OnlyFans channels before. Yeah, just
I don't know why you thought you could say that and that wouldn't become the topic of the podcast. Whether you're right for us
Wow,
to
wait, listen, have a
divert-
conversation. I'm just gonna
What
sit
is
down and get a bit.
Who, where, why, and when? How much money are you making that you feel now
Wait, what do you mean?
comfortable?
sometimes like normal porn is just so horrible. It's just so like, it's not real.
You feel like there's more of an attachment to something.
I don't want to see high value production for what? Like,
Do it on
do
a
you
Nokia. Film it on
right,
your
that's
Nokia.
what I'm saying.
If it ever goes peak for you, would you
Your OnlyFans.
Would you hop on?
If I'm not married by the age of 40 and have kids, I want to do like a sex tape and release it on OnlyFans for my 40th birthday. That's what I want to do.
I'm steaming up my glasses. I don't know what I'm laughing about at the laugh of this.
Zeze,
That was some Mariah Carey high pitch though, bro.
Listen, don't DM Zeze. If you're interested in Zeze, DM me. We have to stop this 40th birthday plan in its tracks right now. What is going? Are you alright? For her birthday?
Yes.
Are you alright, bro?
Yeah, because I'm.
Are you?
Sure. You're so loud.
That's impressive though. I'm not gonna sing it.
Hey, that's the hardest I've laughed this year.
It would be so cinematic, as in it will be shot so nicely. They'll be like, it will just look so beautiful.
What is your idea of nicely?
Like they'll be like,
But you like the amateur stuff, so why are you
In the wind.
Why are you filming it advanced? Yo, why are you filming it advanced if you like amateur stuff?
I might get off to amateur stuff.
Wes.
I don't want my stuff to
Back
look
to-
amateur.
Don't bring me into this.
Yeah, no, we're not.
This is your podcast here. This is your conversation.
We're moving all the way on from that. You leave Love Island.
Yeah.
And you leave Love Island as a nuclear systems design engineer.
Yes.
For us, that's blah, 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 blah. So break that down. Break that down for us.
It's just the electrical systems that go into nuclear power generation, essentially. It's just like.
Did you just about to say? I thought you were trying to look at me and say.
I worked in different power plants or different like national grid places, or it'd be a mix of all of it because I was sort of learning on the job. So sometimes I'd be on site, sometimes I'd be in the office doing CAD design, which is like computer aided design and bits and pieces like that. But
how did you get into that?
my father is an engineer, so he's a mechanical engineer. He worked in Bentley for years.
Oh, wow.
I was super inspired by that because he was in the mines, he was in the pits before. And then he went back to uni and studied his ass off, like worked his ass off and then managed to get
that's
into
How much gal have you got in explaining that that's what you used to do?
I don't think that many. I just think girls like someone who's a bit who's got a bit something about them, like not necessarily an airhead. And I don't think a lot of people. Well, it's a stamp that you automatically get from going on a show like that is that you're thick. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And you've got nothing else about you, so you go on the show. But I was happy and learning and studying in uni. Like I was good.
We see you from Love Island, and now you went to music, and no one expected that. No one, especially when you sang and it was like good.
I'm not gonna lie. When I heard that you was putting out music, I was like, here we go again.
Well, you know what was funny?
Another Love Islander trying a ting.
It was so funny. And I went back to it. It took me ages going through Shea Burr's comments.
Was I saying?
Probably you. I can't remember. But I can remember one comment in particular. And it said, it was a picture of me. And I was in my home studio and I took a picture. And Shea Bur said, Wes Nelson's got something cooking. And I'm not going to say who it was because I don't want to jag her. Said, leave it in the oven. And I saw it and I was like, my chest. I was like, my chest. Music. I sort of used it as fuel because I knew what people would expect, and I knew it was going to be a long run, and I knew I'd have to be consistent with it and have to get the numbers and this, that, and the other. But I knew I was different, and I believed in what I had, and I know I'm talented. So you can't tell. I saw a good comment the other day. It was saying like, for example, if I said your blue hair, would you be offended by that? No, because you don't have blue hair.
Right.
So words only mean whatever they mean. So if I'm saying to myself that I'm talented and I'm good, your words can't do anything to me. Was
it easier to get the record deal though?
It's like a double-edged sword, and it's weird. So you get the exposure, but you best be sick. And you've got to be sick.
Or your mental health will be ruined.
Do you know what I mean? Like if you've got to be sick,
of the world.
An amazing song will just be good. People will slate your music more than they would if it was anyone else. Like we went number 3 in the charts. Someone at the record label was saying that when I went number 2 in Germany, they were saying you're one of the first black UK artists, mixed UK artist to go top 10 in Germany in years.
That's mad.
These things that Mobile Awards and all these things that have come up, if that was any other artist, you would have been so much hotter. But it's almost like a bit of that shine. And I'm not bothered by it. Like that's gonna come, and the accolades, they'll follow. But I'm just happy I'm making music, and as long as I can be in and around music, I'm good.
Do you think you're always continuously fighting that though?
You can try and shout from the rooftops and scream, "Oh yeah, I'm an artist now, I'm an artist." But people don't want to hear that. They'll just say you're forcing it. That's why I've sort of stepped back from social media. I post my first post in at the end of March for my birthday this month. And last year I posted like 6 or 7 times. Like I don't post a lot. And the reason I did that is because I just put music out, posted it was out, and I wouldn't really do any of the pushing just to prove. I don't need to use the following. I don't need to use this. The music will carry itself.
Right.
And we did like 1 billion streams.
Let them know.
Do you know what I mean? But now we're in the era where every artist is posting a million times. So I step back while they were stepping forward.
Whole mindset.
Social media has always been a weak point of mine. Like I'm bad with it. Now I've started to sort myself out, and I think it's like suck it up. Like, it's
Yeah,
not
just
the
gotta
hardest
deal with
thing in the world, is it? Like, I can't be moaning about
And like you
posting.
said, the whole influencer artist thing is a thing now.
It really
and,
is.
And I actually think it's a good thing in certain ways, especially when you're dealing with
Right, so you can finally get your record that you've been pining for your whole life to put out, but no one ever wants to sign you.
But yeah, so I've actually, Newsbreaker, I've left my record label now.
Let them know.
Have you?
Good that you said that, because I was about to dog on them anyway.
I've just left like this month.
Why? Because they were taking. Because
I saw you talking to Ray,
Yeah,
same issue.
and that was
Right.
really dope to hear, because I'm a writer myself as well.
Because
so
I
all
was
my
about
music
to-
I write.
right.
But not only that, and I'm throwing absolutely no shade at Universal or EMI. They was great. The working relationship and the amount of music that I wanted to get out just wasn't enough. Like, I've released in 3 years, 5, 6 songs.
Yeah.
That's
And the funny
that's
thing is,
really slow. I
And
just
everyone will
missed.
think it's because of you.
Yeah, because you're the face.
Yeah.
So some of the songs we did really well, and I wished we could have just gone a bit quicker to get the next one out, and keep that momentum.
Right.
And I feel like sometimes it just slowed down, and I'd just rather get the music out. So like, for example, now we've got my tour coming up. I don't even know who I'm going to see in the crowd in terms of demographic, because
Right.
I did Drive and then I did Nice to Meet You, the complete opposite sort of thing.
yeah. When Wes was first starting, Wes was FaceTiming people to make them listen. I was on FaceTime to Wes.
Oh, I was
We were about-
FaceTiming you?
Yeah, for like
Wow.
35 minutes.
I
while
was
he was just
hungry.
laying me tunes. Like, that's how it all started. Because like,
Do you know how many
Krept had
people?
put out this tweet
Yeah.
saying,
This
yo,
is
there's
mad.
a Love Islander that's made a
Oh
banger.
yes, I remember that. Yeah.
Then everyone, the people on the Shaper comments then started to change a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the
Right.
record label started to come in and they were saying, who's this guy?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they spoke to me and then they listened to the track and then there was a whole bidding war. It was mad.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad that you told that story, that of you being like FaceTiming people, being hungry, because I feel, especially now, like a lot of people just think things come to them so instantly. And no one would think that, especially because you've just come out of the island and you was like how David always talks about the Love Island, like they don't grab it and they always think this. You're like literally there FaceTiming people. That's
But that's
so
the
dope to
funniest
know.
thing though. Like, Wes didn't start doing music straight off Love Island. That's the thing.
If I wanted to do it when the
No,
iron
what
was
I mean
hot.
is he still didn't. Some people get too big for their boots before they
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like
Oh,
they
yeah,
don't want to
And rush
FaceTime
it.
anyone. They think they're too
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
why should I have to do that?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
this
yeah.
brand wants to talk to me,
Do you know
that
how many
brand wants to talk to me.
Hundreds and hundreds. That's how I got Hardi on the song.
Really?
I FaceTime Hardi and then he jumped up off the chair when I played Tina Buddy and was, I'm going to go for a drive. I need to take this in. He was playing it in his car and then he came back and he was like, send me this with the empty verse. And that was how it happened.
That's so
Right.
Even with like Krept, I sent him that song. He'd read it, double blue tick. And I was like,
Ooh.
and then
You know when you start
and then he
listening
was
back
like,
to the
but
song.
then he
Yeah,
said,
yeah, I need to hear
Yeah.
it different.
But he was like,
why don't you even send him this?
and I was like, but then he's like, okay, it's good. And he sent that pretty quick after. So I was like, oh, he's listened to it.
Right,
He's
right,
like, I don't know
right,
if he really messes with it. Because a load of people are just going to say it's great. But then he came back 3 weeks later or something like that with a video of him in the car just singing all the words. And I was just like,
that's so
that's
nice.
crazy.
When you went into the island, you was 19, so you would be
Yeah.
very well aware of like Krept and Konan.
all of these was from when I was FaceTiming. I didn't even tell him.
Oh yeah,
I was screen recording them. It's got all of the reactions and then we use it as a marketing
Yeah.
piece.
Look how many people he hollered.
Everyone.
That's so good.
We got everyone. Idris Elba, like the maddest people.
But also, this is a flex. Look how many people he's got numbers.
Yeah, but it was big at that point. And it's the thing.
No, but this is a thing. So, I did it. I baited him.
How?
I was just like, I need to speak to you about something. Send me your number.
Oh, okay.
Like it could be a deep one. Like it could be
Who's
a deep one.
Who's not gonna send the number?
Yeah.
after
Right,
that?
I'm gonna
I was
start
just
doing
like,
that.
and then I just bell
Yo,
them.
bro,
As soon
I've
as they
got something
replied,
to do. Send me your number.
as soon as I need to show you something real quick or something like that.
Yeah.
And as soon as they replied, call. You can't ignore it.
Yeah,
now.
right,
you can't ignore
right.
it. FaceTime straight away. It's like, yo, I've got a song to show you. I didn't even have a studio. I just had a mic. One of these actually, an SM7B, a puffer jacket that I put over my head. And I was playing it, if you remember, it was through my laptop. I didn't even have a speaker.
Yeah.
So I was just
Right,
like
right.
this. And I'm vibing. You could probably just hear the
Did
tinniest
David make
version
that
of the
cut?
song.
Did David make that cut of the video?
Think so, yeah.
Oh, that would be peak if you didn't. Imagine he didn't put
I
you
mean,
in there.
it wouldn't be peak if you just didn't bring it up. It's mad because when I was watching the video, I was like, I do think I remember seeing my face, but
I'm pretty sure you was. I'm pretty sure you
David's
was.
like, Dave was included in the promo.
how are you doubling back to this? Me like we had moved on, bro. Like,
But I do appreciate it though, because David did sit down for a hot minute, like half an hour.
because
listen to
the music
everything.
is listen.
David is a good guy. You are a good guy, David. Like I know he is. Like if you, they will give you like proper advice.
And I know he'd
He's
give it
told
honestly
me
as well.
He's a good guy.
Thank you.
All right, don't get excited. Next
Yeah, no, you're
question
gonna
because
diss me
it's
again.
making me feel uncomfortable. Oh, be nice to you.
What was your mindset at the time that said I need to do music?
So it was basically, I was about to go into a presenting sort of role and they would have been really good because I said the whole time, I was like, oh, I'd love to be a presenter and chat to people because I just like chatting and stuff. Because I did a whole bunch of different shows like The Dancing Eyes and all these things. So I got really comfortable in front of camera. But then I think it was just, I can't remember the shoot exactly, but I was just like, this is long. Like I don't enjoy TV or redoing things or doing this, that and the other. And I was just like, is this really what I want to do? And then I just sat down to myself. Now I've got this newfound confidence. What do I really want to do? And I've always said in every interview, you can go back as far as you want. What would you want to be? I'd say singer. Straight away. And they're like, oh, you can sing. I'm like, yeah. I used to sing in the villa and this, that and the other. I know I can write. I've always been able to write. I've always done little bits
Where'd
and pieces.
that come from? Where did the writing ability come from?
I don't know. I don't know.
So
Just naturally. I just think naturally. I just like. And my writing's got changed a lot. Like when I listen to See Nobody now, I'm like, wow, you are crap. But then now,
You feel like it's
300,
matured
400
now?
odds. Yeah, now there's so much depth to it, and I write for other people, and we do different bits and pieces.
Oh,
like
right, that's cool.
so, a lot of people don't even know I write my own stuff. Never
So do you
mind write for other people.
Yeah.
Do you write all of your own stuff?
All of my own stuff.
How did the French Montana collab come about?
Yeah.
In a long time. That was the one that put me over the edge. That was 8 months.
Wow.
Wow.
back-
And I wrote this song a year and a half before that. Nearly 2 years before. That's what I mean. The speed.
This takes
Yeah.
long.
Who's your dream collab?
When
When people's dream collab isn't Drake,
Justin
it
Bieber.
confuses me.
Why would
Biebs.
it be Drake?
What do you mean? What? Hold on.
If it's not for the bag.
You went out like I said, Tekashi 6ix9ine. I said Drake.
I know, but because it's not who you said, it's you saying anyone that doesn't say Drake, it just blows my head. It's like, because not everyone wants to lick Drake's bum crack like
to be
you.
fair,
I've never heard anyone say Drake.
You
it
just
would
want
be
to
it would
spread
be a
his
mad
cheeks
collab.
and like, like just get all of that.
It would be a cheat sheet. It would be a cheat sheet. You know it's gonna bang. But at the same time, sonically, I just prefer where me and Biebs would sit together.
Biebs is a cheat sheet as well.
No,
Oh yeah, of course.
no,
but like,
also-
but like sonically, I like.
But not all
Yeah.
of Drake's
Working with that.
collaborations like go off all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's not really a cheat sheet. I'm siding
Yeah.
with
But
it. It's not
I
really
think,
a cheat sheet. It
also,
doesn't.
maybe St. John. St. John's super sick. He's one of my favorite artists actually.
Nice.
I just love how he can go. The dynamics of his voice, like in certain songs that I have, it's like I sound like 3 different people. People are like, oh, who's this? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? He's the exact same.
Yeah, no sucker though. He can fight.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he's got.
I
He's
did
a,
Mike
he's a-
Tyson, so I was free.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, he lets man know.
Would you have to do like things like where you like
No, that's karate.
No,
Mike
like-
Tyson's
What was that? Was that a Spider-Man? What are you doing? What was
like
that?
juking in the eye like this? Like, don't you do stuff like, or is
No,
it like
it's just,
that?
It's just boxing and
Oh,
kicking. And
oh my god! I
and-
watched UFC.
Most of the
I watched
standing
it.
fighting is Muay Thai.
Yeah, I watched it properly for the first time
Good
the other
though,
day.
innit?
Who was my man that was
Starbender.
doing it on Saturday?
Izzy.
Izzy. Yeah, I watched him.
Yeah.
It was
It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, it was hard. I would.
You watch it. You should go watch it. You should get that.
That's
Maybe
the
that
way.
should be like the.
You think you would ever
50th.
do that?
That's what UFC.
Yeah.
Well, MMA. Sorry.
do my 50th. Or
That'll be a 50th. You get in the
thing.
ring.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
Someone,
mean?
yeah. Look at you setting all the milestone stuff for me. I love it. 50.
It's gonna be a wild transition.
So I'm gonna be doing it in the
I
ring.
can't wait to see you blossom.
What was you saying? Would I ever do MMA?
Yeah.
I wanted to start training again just for health aspect because I went to the gym 2 weeks ago for the first time and
But you always maintain though. That's gonna stop.
honestly, I
happening.
don't know how that, but at the same time, you say this, but then I don't know what's going on internally and just health-wise and well-being. When I did do them 2 weeks, like 2 weeks ago, I felt so much better. And I've started playing golf actually. I feel like I hit 25. and started playing golf.
Got golf money.
Hey.
Got it.
It's just like
Oh,
like one of
is he on the
those.
course? He wants to be a caddy.
Like
I'm
just
joking.
Cheers.
But no, I actually really enjoy it, and that gets me out and about. And the reason I've chose golf is because you can get out for 4 hours with a load of your boys, go walk around, and you're in the
Yeah, that's true, actually.
nice, well, hopefully nice weather, walking around, chilling, doing a bit. You can burn like 1,800 calories, 1,500 calories just doing 4 hours of walking, swinging heavy. Do you know what I mean? So it's something that's steady, calm, sociable, and you rub shoulders with the right people in the clubhouse as well. So it's good for networking.
I didn't even think about all of that.
Well, think about how the net worth of people
Yeah,
that are
that-
usually playing golf. It's not cheap, but you don't have to be a member. You can just go and enjoy, get in the clubhouse, have the right beer with the right person. You find yourself in some amazing positions.
I'm gonna start playing golf. I bet I could go to golf and find
Golf or golf?
golf. I'm gonna go to golf, and there must be a couple guys in there for me.
You've just come off tour with N Dubz.
Mad.
That's massive. That's
No.
mad.
No.
Yeah. How did that come
That was
through?
mad. They just asked me. I was talking to.
Again, like,
No,
just
so
ask
they asked. Dappy was one of the people that I called
Oh,
and showed him the
see?
music.
Full circle, you see?
See how much just put myself out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think people appreciate that. And I don't think
Yeah.
you understood how much people would appreciate that
Yeah.
because you're just dipping your toe into the music game. So you feel like you're the runner-up, you're the comer-up. But I think people felt really honored that you would call them.
Yeah.
You probably got more buzz around your name at that point than a lot of the people that you called. I know when you called me, I was like, I felt really honored that Wes would. So don't do that.
Because you got vocals like I've heard your vocals, and I know you'll give an honest opinion.
Thank
So-
you. Zeze. All right. Anyway, moving on. So you've got your own tour coming?
Yeah, I've got my first ever tour, so I'm super gassed for this one. Like, it's been a long time coming. Obviously, with the success of the songs, I would have loved to have just gone around and toured and this, that, and the other. But now we've finally got enough material, some amazing support acts, big up and coming artists. I'll be announcing them this week. So we start on the 9th of May in Glasgow, all the way through till the 17th. So it's only a short tour, UK and Ireland. I think the London show is Scala. Yeah, we're almost at capacity on everything now.
Nice.
So
Wow,
that's really good.
Manchester's 2-3 more tickets, but tiny amount. So that'll be sold out.
Yeah.
Birmingham sold out. Your ends now.
Bromtown 0121.
But it's going to be a sold out show.
Nice.
Sold out shows. We're going to have a load of amazing support acts, guests from each area when we're in the town. Like in Manchester, we have some Manchester artists. Blah blah blah. Good venues, good vibes, and I'm putting everything into this. So
let's talk about the relationships.
I'm going to translate each of the things that he says.
first of all, with the career thing, my working hours is mad.
Don't bug me. That's like, carry on.
Anything that you'd hide from your partner is cheating for me.
Oh, wow.
You can hear when a song's been wrote for TikTok. It's the way that music's moving, and you've got to either move with it or get left behind.
That was enough.
There was a cartoon of a naked man and a naked
funny
woman.
sex education was? That
Do you know
was
what I mean?
funny.
Do you
You
know
put it on the
what's-
projector thing, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh!
Dead in bed. Why would I be excited to come home? When
That
you
was
said-
off mic. I am dead in bed, but that's not the point.
So before we go, make sure you check out all the new releases this week across the +44 playlist on Amazon Music. You can download the Amazon Music app or just ask Alexa.
As well as the main +44 playlist, we also have the R&B playlist, the rap playlist, and the Afro playlist. This month on +44, we are celebrating independent artists. So if you need tips on how to break through the music industry, make sure you are following at +44 UK on Instagram. You have been listening to the +44 podcast from Amazon Music with me, Sideman.
And me, Zeze Millz.
Listen to the +44 podcast wherever you get your podcasts or listen early and ad-free on Amazon Music.